K Jeffries here with another episode of Profitology. As you know, we're doing a series, the coronavirus survival kit series here. And today's episode, we're going to talk about the systems that your business must have. I'm going to say that again, the systems that your business must have. So during this time, we have and this is going to be kind of focused on entrepreneurs today, just so you know. But whether you're an entrepreneur with a current business, or you're looking to pivot your business, or you're looking to start a business because you've been laid off and you're trying to figure out, what you need to do, this message is for you. Absolutely. But also too, even if you're not an entrepreneur or small business owner, you're going to be able to use a lot of this content that I'm going to give you for your personal finances as well. So let me start off here by first telling a very transparent personal story. So it was about, let's think here, maybe 6 years ago, 2014. So 2014, I was released from my place of employment, if you will, and started my practice, and took my skill set and decided, hey, I'm gonna go out here on my own. I'm never gonna be in a situation again where somebody can control my income and kick me out, right? So started my practice, started my business, and went full go. So I was already an entrepreneur, but I wasn't all in. So I decided I was going to go all in because it was the best situation for not only myself, but also too for my family and my future legacy. Fast forward, I'm grinding, I'm working, but I'm not making any money. And then one particular year, I looked up and I was actually making 30% less than I made the year before. And I'm telling you this story because I was going through my own personal crisis. I was going through my own personal recession. Now, granted, we're all experiencing this crisis right now, and we're all going to go through this recession. That's coming, that's moving forward. But I had to tell you the story, because even in dealing with this personal crisis, it prepared me for the current crisis that we're in right now altogether. So moving forward, I had joined a mastermind group after reading the book 6 Months to Six Figures, author on that, Peter Vu. Big shout out to Peter. And I had joined a mastermind. Actually, I got on the webinar, and from that mastermind group, I got introduced to a gentleman by the name of Austin Netzley. So Austin, his specialty was helping entrepreneurs create their books and frame their message and things of that nature. So I liked him, and I joined his mastermind group. Well, during that same time, again, I'm trying to grow my business, trying to figure some things out, and left the mastermind group, had to go and get married. And then when I came back, I reached out to him and I said, hey, man, I need help. I'm working harder than I've ever worked in my life. And I'm working, and I've made 30% less than I did the year before, but I'm working 2 times as hard. I don't need kumbaya. I don't need theory. I need someone to help me look at my business and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Because obviously, if I'm not making the kind of money that I believe I should make, and I'm making 30% less than I did the year before, obviously there's some shit I'm not doing right. Okay. So connected with Austin. He told me about a business he was starting. It was called 2X. And you see me rocking my 2X shirt. And what Austin, his genius is dealing with systems. So I said, okay, all right, I'm in. He said, hey, this system that we're putting in place, the framework we're putting in place, is we're going to help 6-figure entrepreneurs double their business in 90 days. And that's a heck of a statement, right? So I'm like, well, I don't have much to lose. So I reached out to my wife. I said, hey, what you think? She said, baby, if you think this is what we need to do for you to win, let's win. So I connected with him, paid 5 figures for this this training, this coaching, I should say. Well, Austin not only delivered on his promise of 2X, but he actually 5.7X my business. So I'm forever thankful to him. Thankful to him for it, because those systems that we worked on back then years ago are the same systems I'm using today. And it's the only reason I've been able to stay afloat during this crisis, is because we do have these systems in place, which leads me to what I want to talk to you guys about today. Is there are 3 systems that your business needs to have. And I was familiar with these three systems, but when I read the book, Making Money is Killing Your Business by Chuck Blakeman, it just brought everything fast forward for me, right? Made everything crystal clear. And even though I had created my business around dealing with entrepreneurs and their finances and being a CFO, when I read this book, it was just confirmation that I was doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing. So let me break it down for you. And I'll tie this back into our friends over at 2X. Systems, first of all, this is kind of a quote from John Maxwell. Systems allow ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results predictably. Let me say that again. Systems allow ordinary people to achieve extraordinary results predictably. Okay. Now, with that being said, there's three systems, and I learned this in Chuck Blakeman's book, Making Money is Killing Your Business. The three systems that every business must have. You must have a system around operations, a system around marketing, and a system around finance. Let me say that again. Three systems you need: a system around marketing, a system around operations, and a system around finance. Now, I just recently read this book, but I connected with Austin Nestle and the 2X team years ago. And what they did was they helped me develop a system around my operations, which allowed me to scale and not only 2X my business, but 5.7X my business, right? So that's what his specialty was, the operations. When I started to evolve my business, I realized that another system that a lot of entrepreneurs and small businesses struggle with was their financial systems. So we've seen the figures that, 70, 80% of businesses fail. Well, what we're finding out now in this particular market, in this crisis, that if you didn't have these systems and you thought you were doing well, and the rug gets snatched underneath you the way things have now, a lot more businesses are failing for not having some systems. Now, there are some things that you can't control. Like my wife, she's a massage therapist. That was her income. That was her business. And if the state board comes and says, hey, no more massages, I mean, you're cut out, right? So some things you can't control in that sense. But the things we can control is that she actually had a solid financial system in place. So though she's not working, our household is not going to crumble and we're not going to fall apart. And thank goodness for her, because I'm still in building mode, because we've had to maneuver and do some things differently. So thank God that I was able to help her put this system in place, which now has allowed us to stay afloat as a family. So this financial system is so key, because you can have a solid operation system and a solid marketing system, and you have money coming in, but if you don't know what to do with that money, then the business could potentially fail. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of right now, is that a lot of companies didn't have all three of the systems, but they may have had one system, but not the other two, or they may have had two, but not all three. You have to have all three. All three you have to have, period, point blank. So again, those systems are operations, marketing, and financials. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's so vitally important. So let me kind of give you just a kind of another example of this, if you will. You have some companies who are doing way more revenue than, say, my small company. But what I started to notice was when some of these companies started bringing me on as their CFO, and we started to lift up the hood and look at their finances, they may have been doing seven figures, high six figures, doing way more revenue than I was doing. But my business was more profitable. And it's like, well, how in the world is that even possible? How can a business that's doing, a million plus, over $1 million be less profitable than, a little small six-figure business? Well, it comes down to the financial systems that you have in place, right? So something else I'll share with you here, as some of us are in business and we may have seen our revenues drop. Hopefully you have those systems in place. And if not, or you need to pivot your business just because it's impossible for you to do your work, kind of like in my wife's situation. Well, then when you go to pivot, make sure you're pivoting, understanding that you need these three systems. So make sure you go get this book, Making Money is Killing Your Business. Because in the book, what Chuck speaks about, not only having the three systems, but also understanding that what your business is. So this is what I find a lot of times for entrepreneurs is that their business is their personal. And you can't run your business that way, especially, and we're seeing it even more evident right now. So what I mean by that is your business is simply a vehicle to get you to your personal goals. And if your vehicle gets, shut down because of the crisis, or you're unable to work because, the government is shut down, or whatever the case may be, well, then your personal, you got to be able to then figure out a new vehicle to put yourself in. So you can't just have your business and your personal being intertwined and locked in like this. Simply, your business is a vehicle to get you to your personal goals. And if you find that this market has revealed to you that you need to have another vehicle, well, then that's when the light bulb should go off, and you should say, "Oh, wow, okay, that vehicle is not the vehicle." So my wife made a pivot. She's been making CBD oil, right? Well, now she's making CBD oil, and now she's able to ship that out. So that's a business that can still flourish in this economy. So again, the vehicle may have changed to get us to the personal goals, but she still has the same financial system in place. Y'all see what I'm talking about right here? So you got to understand that your vehicle, your business is a vehicle to get you to your goals. And if that vehicle gets shut down because of what's going on, you got to pick a new vehicle. But also, too, you got to keep in mind that you got to have these three systems: operations, marketing, and financial, right? So those who know me know that I specialize in the financial systems. So if you're interested in learning about our financial system, go to perryjeffries.com. As soon as you go there, it's going to be a link where you can get our no-cost training on how to stop accidentally killing your business. Because what this market has revealed is that if you didn't have these systems in place, if you weren't growing a business where you could, and Chuck actually mentioned this in his book as well, a business that could function without you because the systems were in place, then you got hit in the head. And unfortunately, a lot of us got hit in the head because you got to have those systems in place. Another point, just to take away from the book here, that just I think is just super, super important. In the book, Making Money is Killing Your Business by Chuck Blakeman, definitely go get that book. I'm going to tag Chuck on this post. Is he spoke about your business. Think about your business as being a child, right? As an adult, and if you have children, how do you know when you've done a good job raising your children? Usually you can measure that by saying, hey, I took this child who was an infant, who was dependent on me for everything, and they've grown into a functioning, independent, critical thinking adult who can provide for themselves and also provide for other people. Well, think about your business that way. So think about the stages that your child goes through: infant, toddler, preteen, teenager, adult, seasoned adult, right? Or retiree. If you had to think about your business right now, is your business an infant where it's dependent on you to do everything? It's dependent on you for the marketing. It's dependent on you for the finances. It's dependent on you for just the whole gamut. Is it dependent on you for everything? And if that's taken away from you, right? What happens? So think about that. Is your business infant? Is it a toddler? Is it a teenager? Is it a functioning adult? Right? That's how you want to start thinking about your business. Because unfortunately, this crisis, well, not even unfortunately, let's look at this for what it is. Fortunately, this crisis had you slow down and actually look at what is going on with your business. Okay. So if you think about that, now you're forced to really look at your business and see if it was built for this, right? And most businesses are not, because most entrepreneurs, especially if you don't have a ton of employees, are wearing all the hats, and their business is still an infant. So get the book. Totally amazing. And also to go to perryjeffries.com so you can get our training on one of the systems. We won't say that we're an expert at all the systems. We're expert in one of the systems. That's the financial system. Quite frankly, we're still working on the marketing system, because we know marketing is what brings clients in and customers in. But our financial system is on point. Our operations is on point. Our issue is dealing with the marketing. So that's going to be what we're going to be focusing on. But depending on where you're at your business, let's be realistic with your business. Where do you need help at? Do you need help on the operations? Do you need help on the financial? Or do you need help on the marketing, right? We know kind of where we're lagging at is on the marketing side. Well, that's where we need to focus and find some systems or the right people to partner up with to help with that. So who do you need to partner up with your business? Where's your business lacking? Is it the operations, the financial, or the marketing? So go to perryjeffries.com and get that. If you'd like to schedule a strategy call with us, you can go to, I have the link here on the description here. That link is, you go to www.mycfo.as, as in as.me, / increase my revenue call. And again, we'll have that link in there for you so you can check it out. So anyway, y'all, hey, Perry Jeffries here with our daily segment. I hope that was beneficial towards you. Your main takeaways are, here's the deal. You got to have 3 systems. So whether you're an existing business that has to pivot, or you're like, shoot, I just got laid off, I need to start a business. Start your business off on the right footing. Understand you got to have 3 systems. The reason you got to have these systems is because you may not be in a position to hire the people, because I think about what I do as a CFO for small businesses. Most people aren't in a position to pay a CFO 6-figured out, you know what I'm saying, 6-figure incomes. I think the average CFO salary back in 2019 was $371,000. Most businesses don't have those finances to pay that, but they need to invest in the correct system. So if you don't have the finance to hire a CFO, then you need to invest in getting the systems and getting some guidance around that. And that's what we specialize in. But again, we're not perfect because we need assistance on the marketing side, right? So again, we're all in this together. We're all learning and growing. Take this time to sit down and look at your current business or in a business you're looking to start, and please get started on the right foot. All right, hope that was helpful, y'all. Let me jump in here and see if there's any questions or comments I can jump on here. Boom, boom, boom. Anybody got anything to say? Bear with me, y'all. Yep, help the people, but yes, ma'am. You know, that's what we're here for. Okay, cool. So no questions. Y'all say, hey, make sure y'all share this out because people need to hear this. And while we're on a slowdown or quarantine, social distancing, what better time to sit down and really evaluate your business, and also to identify those individuals who can help you get to where you did. Because that's what I did when I reached out to Austin Nestle at 2X. I said, man, I'm struggling. And Austin actually has a phenomenal program going on right now called Recession Proof. So if you're interested in learning more about that, reach out to me. I can get you connected with my guy. I ride and die with this dude. This is my guy, and I'm older than he is, because I'm humble enough to know, like, if I'm doing something and I'm not seeing the result, then I need to go seek help. Are you? All right, y'all. Perry Jeffries here, the Profitologist, entrepreneur, CFO. Peace.